All right, today we're going to be unboxing. What is this computer anyway? Dell. No, it's HP Spectre X360 convertible. That's a mouthful. I just got back from a work trip. I was on a trial over on the Eastern Seaboard. And so this thing had actually arrived like the day after I left. That's how kind of everything goes. And so it's been sitting here at the office waiting to be unboxed. I've been waiting for it. All right. Let's deal with this first. Looks like it comes with a sleeve. I didn't know it was going to come with a sleeve, but that's a nice little bonus there. All right. Seems big though. I mean, this is a big footprint. If the laptop Velcro is going to be this big, that's interesting. I've been using a 13-inch Dell XPS 13 2018 lately, or the MacBook 12-inch 2017 as my kind of two daily drivers. So this 15-incher is going to be an adjustment. Open the box, and we've got power brick and charging cable, and it's got a stylus. It is the HP stylus, 2 buttons on it. Very exciting, very light. Looking forward to using this. I very rarely use a stylus. Sometimes when I'm using the iPad Pro, I'll use the stylus. Comes with a quadruple A battery. I don't know if you guys have ever seen one of these before, but there it is. Interesting. Now let's get to the meat of it. This box is gorgeous. It is the HP Spectre 360 15-incher. I don't remember what color I ordered, but based on this, I must have ordered gold. There we go. And then Spectre, that is really nice. All right, and let's get the laptop out of here now. This thing is gorgeous. Some paperwork, that's it. So let's get to the main event. Let's get this guy opened up. Whew, and here it is. This is the HP Spectre. This is a fantastic looking laptop. I like the black with the gold accents here. That looks really sharp. Open this thing up, look at it. It's got all along the edges here, super nice. Open it up. Man, this screen is gorgeous. This laptop is big. This laptop is big. It's a big laptop. There's no getting around that. But what I do like about it is that it has a number pad, which is really useful in my line of work for hot seating at trials. Frequently, we're going to be calling things up by Bates number or other exhibit shortcut numbers. So having the number keypad on the side is really nice. The number pads are all disappearing, even from larger 15-inch laptops like this. Now look at this screen. It's beautiful. Let me do this, since I can here, and get you a look at this monitor. It is gorgeous, super flat, black mirror action going on over here. Love it. Bang & Olufsen branding here. This has an Intel 8550 processor in it, Core i7 8th gen, an Nvidia MX 150 card in it with 2 gigs memory, and 512 gig SSD NVMe, and also 16 gigs of RAM. We definitely need that. My Dell XPS 13, what I normally use. Let's see this guy here. This guy here has 8 gigs of RAM, and I definitely feel a little bit...
Hi there, I'm Cortana, and I'm here to help.
And I definitely feel like...
sign in.
No, thanks. Stop.
You can use your voice or the keyboard along the way.
Okay, so only have 8 gigs of RAM on this guy, and definitely feels a little bit underpowered at times, even though I think the processor is exactly the same. All right, so let's get this thing started. Typing on the keys here on this thing, very cushy, lots of room, a little bit noisy, but not quite MacBook noisy, so don't worry about that in terms of noise levels. I like that the function keys are nice and well marked. Trackpad is a little bit, I don't know if you could see that, the trackpad seems like a little bit short. Given like how much space there is on this overall computer, it doesn't seem like they're really maximizing the space here, but that's okay. Most of the time that we'll be using this laptop will be with an external mouse anyway, just because we kind of have a lot of two-handed computing when we're using, say, Trial Director or other trial presentation software, using your mouse to do all your annotations and callouts, bringing things up with the number pad or with other quick keys, and then changing your tools, highlighter, zoom, call out, that kind of thing with the keyboard shortcut. So you're kind of using it this way anyway. Not really going to be using the mouse pad very much, but just something to notice is it is a little bit small. So let's take a look at some of the ports around here. So on the one side, and it is just beautiful over here, we've got a volume rocker, which is nice. I think that there should still be, I remember I used to have a Gateway back in 2008, and it had like a dial that you could change the volume. I just love that, and it clicked a little bit when you got to mute. So that was just a nice like tactile way of knowing instantly what my volume level was. This has a volume rocker, very nice. Fingerprint sensor on the side if you use that. I usually don't. 2 USB-Cs, and you can charge from I think any of them, and it actually has HDMI as an actual port, which I think is also really convenient, eliminating a little bit of that dongle life. Around to the other side, we've got a full-size USB-A, which is great because this last trial I was running the Dell XPS 13 2018. That only has USB-Cs, which is fine most of the time, but when you get into a courtroom, you're running PowerPoints, you're presenting, you're going to want to use a remote clicker. I prefer the ones that are that have the RF receiver, the little dongle that goes to it. The radio signal just to me is a little bit more reliable and goes a little bit farther than Bluetooth in my opinion. And so I had to adapt just to get the wireless receiver dongle plugged in. So that's nice that there's a USB-A built right in. Next to that's a power button. Moving a little bit further down past these beautifully machined heat vents, you've got the audio jack for your headphones, and then a full-size SD card slot. So as far as I/O goes, I think that they've nailed it. I think this is a beautiful way of putting the computer together. A great selection of USB-C, so you get some modern types of ports, and USB-A, so you can still deal with all the rest of things that you need to be able to deal with, and a full-size HDMI port. That is wonderful. In terms of using this, I know I just opened up a new computer a couple of months ago, so this isn't actually going to be my computer. This is going to go to Laurel, one of my other hot seaters here. She needs a new computer, and so I always put for my hot seaters 15-inch laptops. I did a little experiment with the XPS 13, but I still think I'm going to go with 15-inch laptops for my hot seaters, and so that's the way to go. This screen itself is absolutely beautiful. I love the way that you can just lay it all the way down, and the screen you can use the HP stylus to be able to draw or mark that up, which the way that we use it, it probably won't be all that useful, but it's nice to have. I do wish there was somewhere to put it, but there isn't. So you're just gonna have to hold on to it and not lose it, which is fine. There's the, I also forgot there's a barrel plug for charging, so you could do that, or you can do USB-C, which is interesting that they didn't just make it a USB charging the whole way. This laptop will be running the full Adobe suite, so Photoshop, Illustrator, Premiere Pro for editing videos like this one, but also videos that we need to make impeachment clips or other evidence deposition type of edits. We'll use Premiere Pro for that whenever we can. We'll also put trial presentation software on here, so Trial Director, maybe some others. You'll have to subscribe and watch to see what those others might be. That's coming up. We'll also put PowerPoint, Adobe Acrobat, or Adobe Acrobat DC. So again, the full Adobe suite will be on here. And then the other kind of like menagerie of software titles that we need to be able to do our job on a regular basis, which includes like the DICOM viewers, all the different kinds of security camera software viewers, things like that, VLC, Handbrake, and Real Legal for reading PTX files and everything along those lines. If you have any questions about anything else we're going to be doing with that laptop, feel free to leave them in the comments. I would love to talk to you guys about it. Let me know, thumbs up, if you really like still having a number pad, and if you have an external number pad that you bring along with you, put it in the comments and let me know. I would really love to hear from you. All right, thanks for watching.